Hey there, this is Aaron Michael Pyne from aaronmichaelpyne, Pyne.com. And in this video, I wanted to talk to you about animal spirits and animal spirit meditation, animal spirit magic, and how to make use of or work with animal spirits and how they can help you and exactly what they are. So I'm going to talk a bit about them, share a little story, and then I'm going to guide you into a short meditation so you can start to open that connection, that doorway. So I first learned about animal spirits when I was about 18 years old. And I found out about them through a class I was signed up for. But they go back through a lot of native traditions. Obviously, in ancient cultures all around the world, animals are an important part of many mythologies, a lot of important spiritualities. Even there's some of it a little bit in Christianity and Judaism, not as much as a lot of the other more, I'll say, tribal or more ancient cultures. But obviously, animals are important parts of our lives in so many ways. And so, animal spirits is working with the essence of the different animals, right? Every different animal species has its own sort of personality, its own sort of traits, its own what is called in native tradition, its own medicine, its own magic, its own gifts, and its own reflections. And so the concept is that the natural world around us is reflective. It's a clear reflection, a mirror of what's going on within us. And so as each of us go in our life and our journey and we're faced with different challenges, different experiences, animals are one way to reflect back to us something that is going on that we may need help with, we may need to pay attention to, we may need to shift in our lives. And so animal spirits are the essence. You can think of it as whatever works for you. It's an actual energetic presence, another being, the spirit of the animal. It's also a different archetype within our own subconscious, a different facet of what might be going on. And when we can begin to connect with them and understand how they work and kind of open that doorway, open that relationship, build a relationship with them, there's a lot of wisdom, a lot of clarity, a lot of insight, and also a lot of helping us to make sure we're on the right path, directing us on the right path. So there's a lot of different right styles and understandings of animal spirits. I'm going to give you a brief overview of my experiences, my understanding and of working with them. So generally, I found most people have one or a few animal spirits that are generally with them most of their lives. These are sort of like your core buddies, your core pets, your core friends, right? And then often we have other ones that maybe come in and out through certain times in our lives where we need help with something specific that we're going through. And so for me, one of mine that I found out early on was a squirrel. And I recently just randomly came across this. I was like, okay, I got to get this, the Squirrel King. So that to me is more like my I'll say earthly aspects, right? Of being very organized and thinking ahead and planning and strategizing and gathering things, gathering nuts, gathering resources, gathering what I need, planning for the future, and also can be very like chipper and friendly and like playful, right? So that's kind of the squirrel nature. My other nature, maybe the higher or the spiritual nature, is for me often a hawk or an eagle. I remember as a little kid, before I knew anything about animal spirit guides, consciously, nobody around me talked about them. I just had like eagle posters all over. I was just obsessed with eagles, golden eagles, bald eagles, harpy eagles, any of them. So those have been two core ones for me. I've had various other ones come in through different times of my life or certain things I was learning or evolving. Different ones would come in and out. And so how do they come in and out? It can be through meditation is one way where they maybe just start to appear to you in meditation. And then often externally reflecting. So it may be actually physically seeing that animal right across your path. Maybe one time, maybe multiple times. I've had a few times where it's like this new animal and it just keeps appearing in different ways around me. You may watch a movie or flip on TV or something like that and see that through that avenue. Somebody maybe hands you something or starts talking about an animal. So it can be all sorts of different formats where it starts to come to you. And especially when you start to see it several times, that's like, okay, I'm paying attention. Let me look into what that animal might be, mean or might be able to help me with or might be here for. One of my favorite books on animals is this one called Animal Speak by Ted Andrews. It's a little bit older one. I've had this for many years, and so whenever an animal comes up for me or a friend, I'll dive in here, and it has some great descriptions of a lot of your common animals. It doesn't have every animal out there, but a lot of the common ones. There are some other great books out there on animal spirits as well. And there's a lot of great practices in there too. So what I do if, say an animal comes in, I may go look it up. I may sit in meditation and invite it in, just like the meditation we're going to do in a minute, to start to understand why it's here, what kind of message it has for me, right? It may be saying, hey, Aaron, you're not paying attention, or are you looking at it this way, or you need to plan in a different way, or here's something new coming into your life. So there's a lot of different things they can help with. They're messengers of different things. And then they're also part of your gifts. So the squirrel and the hawk, right, for me, have helped me, given me sort of a anchor point or a reflection or a model of some of the gifts I have, and a validation to allow those gifts to expand even further and further. And so even though I've known about those two for many years, as I've gone on my own evolution and my own journey, it's like deeper layers of what the squirrel medicine or the squirrel magic is, and deeper layers of the hawk or eagle magic and medicine is, have begun to open up in me. So I understand them in a deeper way, and I understand myself in a deeper way. So it's a mutual bonding relationship. And it's our connection, right, with the planet, with nature itself. We are intimately part of it. And just like the environments, right, every piece of a natural environment is important, is key to everything else, right? The animals need the trees need the animals, everything needs the ground and the water, and right, and it's all interconnected. So we are also interconnected with that. Modern day humans have been sort of disconnected or pulled out of nature. Our ancestors were more part of, right, included and connected in with nature. So they saw nature as a reflection, a mirror of what was going on in them, and vice versa. It's all interwoven together. And so by beginning to reacclimate yourself back to animal spirits, and there's tree spirits and plant spirits and many others that I'll talk about in other videos, you're reconnecting yourself with these natural elements, these natural aspects. So to work with them, we're going to first talk about some external things. So like I got this cool little squirrel statue there, right. So you can have symbols of them around you to help remind you of them. So that's why I saw this little squirrel guy. I was like, okay, I got to get that, right? You may have pictures of them around you. You may have statues of them. You may have, sometimes people have bird spirits and get feathers. Obviously, it's not as easy for us all to have actual physical pieces of animals, especially because so many are endangered these days, and we want to keep them alive. I've had people that I know that connect with a certain animal, and perhaps they came across a carcass of one, or a feather, or some remnants. So that's a very powerful symbol for them to have that. But not absolutely necessary, anything that's gonna just stimulate and remind that. So it's like, I've got this guy in my house, right? So whenever I walk by, it just kind of reconnects me with that essence and that magic and the blessing of that. So I'm gonna get some pictures of eagles and hawks around, anything like that that's gonna just sort of reflect that, and you're also honoring and appreciating that. And you can also do things to support that animal, right? If it's donating to a cause that supports those animals, or putting out a squirrel feeder or whatever animal it is, to help you bond with, right? It's a relationship. Just like a friend, if you bring a friend dinner, it just helps deepen that connection and that appreciation for each other. So right now I'd like to guide you into a little meditation. And so some of you may have ideas already of what your animal spirit guides are. Maybe it's something you were really drawn to when you were younger, or something it's just your favorite animal already. That's most likely one of them. and there may be other ones that you're not aware of yet. So I'm going to guide you into a little meditation, and if you're interested, you can connect with me and we can do a deeper session to help open the doors even more and start to explore that world within you. So in this meditation, I'm going to leave it a bit flexible for you to invite in or be open to receive what animal maybe wants to come in and work with you today. It might be one you expect, and it might be one you don't expect. So go ahead and make yourself comfortable. You can lay down or you can sit, whatever you need to be relaxed, to be open, to feel good. And go ahead and start taking some deep, gentle breaths. Feeling your body expanding, contracting, relaxing. Each breath softening and opening you more. Each breath generating more life force in your body. And then imagine your legs and your feet connecting down with the earth, going down through, if you're inside, down through the building, down into the planet, grounding you and rooting you. You might feel your energy flowing down and creating roots into the earth. And this is helping to restabilize you and reconnect you with nature, with the natural rhythms, the natural energies available. And just like a tree, begin drawing that energy up into your body. Drawing the earth energy into your body with just your intention and your imagination and your focus, allowing that to flow up into your being. Allow it to just bathe your body inside, drawing it up like a breath. And then imagine, setting your attention, that you're moving through your body, bringing your spirit, your essence, your consciousness through your body, down through your feet, down through your legs, and down into the earth. Almost like you're traveling right down into the earth. And we're asking Mother Earth to receive you and take you where you need to go for your highest good, for your highest learning and growth and wholeness. And she takes you down into her earth, down into her ground, down into her dirt and soil. And imagine just flowing down, being guided through. And eventually she brings you up and out to a beautiful environment, a beautiful landscape. It might be a forest, a water, beach scene, a lake, African savanna, a desert, a jungle. Just begin imagining and noticing as much as possible. Imagining and noticing the sights, the smells, the sounds, feeling. Is it cold or hot? Is it night or day? Are there plants around or no plants? And begin just walking, exploring this environment. Again, just making it as real inside of you as possible. Continue breathing deeply. And from here we invite in an animal spirit to come be with you, to come meet you, to come connect with you. You might notice out of a bush or from the sky or any direction some noise, and then you turn to see perhaps some animal approaching you. And just be open to allowing the scene to unfold how it would like to. The animal might be very friendly, it might be shy. You're sort of building a new relationship here. I'm going to give you a few moments here to just connect gently, lovingly with this spirit. You might ask it its name, or what it's here for, what message it brings you. If there's anything you can do to support it, and just allow your imagination, allow the energy to move through you, allow your first instinct and feelings to come through. There's no right or wrong here. And as you're ready, knowing you can always come back here on your own whenever you'd like. You can thank the animal whatever way seems appropriate. And make your way back down that portal, that gateway that you came through. Back through the soil of Mother Earth and the planet. And coming back to your body. Taking a deep breath. Slowly opening your eyes, slowly feeling your body again. Slowly coming back to the room you're in. Welcome back. And I hope you got a little taste of connecting with the animal spirit guide. And there's many deeper layers, deeper levels, deeper connections that can be built through this avenue. This was just a little introduction for you to get you started and to start opening those doorways. And so back when I first learned about animal spirits, I was actually, it's a funny little story I want to share. On the way to the class, where I first did a similar meditation to this, but I didn't know we were going to be doing animal spirits that night. And on the way to the class, again, I was about 18 years old, I was kind of questioning, like, what am I getting into? What's this, spiritual stuff? I was very intrigued, but also some, parts of me, because nobody around me knew what it was. It was in Cincinnati, nobody really talked about that kind of stuff. So it was it was a bit strange, but also very intriguing to me at the same time. So on the way to class, I pulled up off the highway exit at the red light and look over, and a hawk soars right by my car, and there's a few of these little, common birds, robins, I guess, chasing it. And to me, it just seemed like it was soaring along, like doo-doo-doo, no big deal. These things, and these little things were like chasing it. And it just went like right, maybe 5-10 feet from my car, right by me. And I just like really, wow, just hit me for some reason. And then the light changed and I drove off and got down to class. And then my teacher said, oh, we're going to be doing, working with animal spirits, connecting with your animal spirit guide tonight. And so she guided us in a similar journey to what I just did with you. And of course, a hawk came in, and I asked it what that meant. Did that mean something, what I saw? And it told me that I was going to soar higher no matter what small thoughts, whether they were my own thoughts or other people's thoughts, that I would soar high and above like a great eagle or a hawk, and that those little things wouldn't affect me, and to just continue soaring up. And that just really hit me intensely, and was a very profound confirmation for me at that point. And then I was like, okay, I'm in, I'm going for it. And it's been a magical journey for sure since then. So I encourage you to pay attention and reflect on what you might see, what you might experience. You might keep a journal. And if you'd like to go further and deeper dive into this, or deeper questions, feel free to reach out to me. We can do sessions specifically geared towards this, connecting with certain spirit guides, and reconnecting and understanding them and building a deeper bridge with them. So until next time, thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that brought some clarity. Please let me know in the comments what your animal spirit guide is, what your experience was. Tell me your favorite animals. Tell me why you love them, and what came to you. I'd love to hear your experience. Everyone's had some amazing different stories with their animals, from this meditation, the deeper work, and onward. So would love to know what happened for you, and it helps, right, build confirmation for others, right? You may have had one experience, somebody might have had a very similar or very different experience, but often there's connections, right? And then it empowers each of us to open these gates more and bring through more of that magic, because the animal spirits are definitely wanting to come through and help humanity kind of get things back in order, get us back on proper track and back into balance here. So they're definitely here to love and support us. And I have lots of love and gratitude for you joining me today. And I look forward to connecting with you further and helping us all to help transform ourselves and transform this planet. So much love and gratitude and appreciation to you for being here with me today, watching this video, and being here in this life and this journey with me. So until next time, take care, and please check out AMPlify.com. That's with a Y. And like and subscribe down below. I appreciate it so much, and I will talk to you another time. Blessings.